go.
Yep. So as we just seamlessly transitioned from you telling your story to you telling your story about your mother's shop in Vermont.
Yes. So Occasional Flowers was born in Bennington, Vermont. I rebooted it here in Yardley at 43 South Main. Again, Google it.
Google it. Leave a review. Instagram and such.
Instagram at Occasional Flowers one. Yeah, but it's been interesting. It's been a learning experience for the year that I've been here. I've had some really surprising success, some things that haven't worked out so good that I'm just like cataloging, learning from. I have a small space. It's not very big, as many of the boutiques here in Yardley are not. So I'm cramming as much as I can in that little small space and trying to constantly change things over and redecorate. And there's no storage, and I have to have extra storage. And it's like, I didn't know I'd have to have all this storage. Okay, now I've learned from that. What do I do now?
Have some a bigger space because you were doing it. I think you remember telling me you were doing it in your garage, right? At one point.
I had stuff stored in my garage. I had a pop-up shop from like November to January in Langhorne, just down the street from where I live. And that was more just fresh Christmas wreaths and a couple things that were like the artificial, the faux floral decor. But even that, because a lot of the product was fresh, it was like done and moved on out. So I didn't have like a lot to think about in store. But no, I just went all in.
Yeah.
I went all like, I'm going to do this. But I did a different twist. So a lot of boutiques and shops open up and they've got like an Etsy page or they're selling through Instagram or Facebook. I took the approach very maybe old school and said, I'm going to do the store first and focus on getting product in the hands of consumers, getting my brand and my products out there that I create, and then work on a website and then work on the Instagram and social media. And learning TikTok is quite a thing.
I still can't get into the TikTok thing.
What is this?
Like crying for it.
Yeah. I can do Instagram.
I don't Twitter. I don't tweet.
No, I'm staying off of the X, Twitter, all that stuff. But yeah, again, like, I want people to experience the products. I want them to come into a shop, and I also wanted to be part of a community and part of, a neighborhood. So Yardley was a perfect fit for it.
What do you think has helped you with, besides obviously like amazing work ethic, what do you think has helped this year go so successful? Would you say like where you're at and like the commodity here?
I think because it's a unique product, but it also complements other shops that are here in town. So there was no one else really doing faux florals, although I heard through many wonderful customers coming in that there was a shop called, I think, Black Eyed Susan something. If I'm butchering it, I'm so sorry. But there was something like it in the past and people loved it and they were super sad when it closed. So I get a lot of that nostalgic feedback, which is great. Faux florals are coming back. They were huge in the 80s.
Explain what that exactly is.
So faux florals are artificial flowers made usually out of silk or polyester materials. Sometimes they're dipped in latex to give them a real feel and look. Sometimes they're coated with UV protectant products so they can be used outside for years and years. But they're fake. They're not real. They will last for many, many years. You can use them over and over again.
People are using these like outside?
They're using them outside. They're using them inside.
In gardens?
Well, planters more than like garden and landscaping. Front doors.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to,
You don't have a green thumb like me?
worry about maintenance, worry about climate. Nonsense.
I like the hybrid approach. I see a lot of the nice fancy restaurants. They have their big ass planters, and they have a mixture of that plus a seasonal type of plant and flower in there.
Yeah.
Is that you've got it's not an evergreen, but I'm using evergreen meaning it's always there. You have that perpetual motif going on. I think these words in my life, but yes, softness, and then with a seasonal flair on it.
Yeah, exactly. And I have that right out front too in my shop. There's two little pots, like the sizable planters. They have fake boxwood in them with seasonal plants that come back up. They're perennials, and they're either mums or some other hanging plant.
Mum's the top 5 for me, by the way. Yes.
Nice.
I like exploding looking flowers. Your zinnias, your mums, your marigolds. That's my jam. They're top 2.
Lotus flowers are pretty. But I have sunflowers. I have mums. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. We're going to have to get into tattoos later.
I have my next one picked out.
To you?
Yes, I'll tell you guys.
So is this going to be not for air? We're going to learn louder.
Because I actually want to ask you another question because I'm very curious about this.
Okay.
Would you say that your business is like seasonal when you're like you have really busy times?
Yeah, I definitely do. Like,
You have to prepare for months because you're like, hey, I am going to be potentially struggling this month.
Right.
Or like, hey, like it's during prom time. I need to sell X amount of these in order to like be okay.
Yep.
How do you manage that?
It's follow the numbers. I am glad I set up using the systems that I did because I got data and feedback immediately. But I am seasonal, and as people are finding me more, they're coming to me for more different things. Like I just had a mother of a bride come in and say, can you redo my daughter's bridal bouquet? So I did a fresh bridal bouquet, and I did it in replication style with the fake flowers. It was gorgeous, by the way. Like I love that she even thought of it. It's a beautiful gift to give to somebody. But, wedding season can go all year long.
Yeah.
So now I've got a new thing that I need to plan for and look at data and inventory for. Whereas, everything else that is very cyclical and seasonal, okay, I need to start planning for Christmas season, the balsams, the fake balsams, the candles that people will buy during Christmas time, cards that I need to buy now. Really is late to be planning for it now, but typically from June to here is planning time for Christmas and Valentine's Day and all those things. Right now there's markets for next year's spring and fall lineup already happening now. So I follow the trends and I look at what's happening in the markets. They have markets that you can go to for these different types of retail businesses. I look at my inventory accounts and trends of sales and what products are selling during different points of the year. What products am I selling through? That's like the best case. And then what's not, like what's been super stagnant that maybe I brought in that I just need to put on clearance because it's just not working.
Right.
And maybe I can look at data from another vantage point too of why isn't it selling? Is it not selling because it's the wrong demographic in this area? Is it not selling because I'm not marketing it enough online? Or is it not selling because it's a past trend?
Yeah.
So I do try to be intentional about not getting things that are too overly trendy. That's just not the vibe I want in the shop. I want it to be like very like high end but approachable and attainable. And things that are going to be seasonless alongside of the seasonal things. So somebody comes in and they're like, I want a fall wreath, but ooh, that's really pretty. And I could leave that up year round, right? I'm like, yes. See, I have always the seasonless things in the shop alongside the seasonal things.
So there's definitely a consultative nature to that. I could see two distinct people walking in. One where they have a vision and they want you to execute on it. And second is they're just like, I know what I like, but I don't know what I want. Help me.
Yes.
And
They're my favorites.
I would imagine so, because they are coming to you as the expert. And then I myself, I like being an order taker less, especially when you kind of came to me for my expertise and now you want to start dictating what to do.
Yeah.
I don't really vibe with that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just curious about your thoughts on that.
Yeah, you're hitting all the high marks for me too, and things that definitely were like grating on my nerves a little bit as I spent my time in corporate world. Like I definitely had those moments of, you hired me, I'm an adult, I can actually think for myself and execute. Like let me go. But I do love people who are like, I know my mind, I know my style, and I just really want you to make it happen. Like I find a way to please them and hopefully they'll keep coming back for more. I've had a lot of repeat for that. The consultations that come in where they're like, I don't know what to do here and I don't even know where to start. Like I love that because we get to collaborate together and create together and I have a lot of fun working with them. Hopefully it's the right balance of not annoying them because I do like to create digital mock-ups for people. I'll show them, hey, here's something I could do. Here's a picture of your space if you've provided it with my ideas and my creations in your space, like superimposed in there. And sometimes we go back and forth and sometimes people are just like, that's amazing, go. And we have a good time. So I try to be upfront with everybody. Like the creative side, if you just let me have free reign, I'm going to go. I'm going to keep you informed. I'm going to give you updates. mock-ups, prices, and you tell me, hey, that's too much. Hey, I don't really like that. I'm not feeling that. Or I like it, but I want more flowers. I have a lot of that.
But let me cook. Let me cook.
Yeah, it's also important that people, when you're advertising your business, they know they can come in and talk to you and create things that are custom. Because I had this vision in my life, which I'm so glad that you're a business owner here. And
Thank you.
And just everyone. I want, when I'm like, a little bit older, I want my kids to be like secretly going down to your shop, getting me a Christmas present. And she's like, I know your mom. Here's the perfect, like,
Right. Yeah.
that's what I love about our town. So I hope that you get a lot of people that come in there like that. I'm going to promote that. Everyone send your kids by themselves to Occasional Flowers for gifts.
I will say there's a good number of kids that come in, and they are, first of all, like, kudos to all the parents out there, because the kids have been amazing. They come in and they're very gracious and polite and respectful, and they like look around. Some of them even buy things for their moms. Like, there's a group of girls that were coming in buying little mini soaps I have. It's like, that's for my mom. Oh my God. I love you. Give me my kids a beer soup.
Yeah.
Take your 5.
Monty's ripe. Here, take some more extra bars.
But no, I do love that. And I do have some customers that come in and they're like, I'm buying a present today for so-and-so. And what do you think of this? Like, they've been in here a few times, and that is happening, and I love it, because I feel like, I'm part of this family.
When I come in there, I'll probably do what I do to other people, and it's like, hi, I need a gift from mother-in-law. Please pick everything out and then just bag it for me, and then charge me. Bag ready for it. Call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a limb here. It's like you're like Mr. Hooper from Sesame Street. And that's a compliment.
Mr. Hooper.
Mr. Hooper ran the little shop that had all the tchotchkes and stuff.
Where Oscar the Grouch was outside.
Yeah. And there was the whole Christmas special where, like, Bert traded in his paperclip collection to buy Ernie a present, and then Ernie traded in his rubber ducky to buy Bert a present. But then because
Mr. Hopper.
Mr. Hooper. It was very tragic when he died in like 1988. 4-year-old me was devastated.
Yeah, I don't know the episode.
I mean, not on air, but like, he died in your life. And then Mr. Hooper brought presents to Bert and Ernie, and it was the paperclip collection and the rubber ducky came back.
That's amazing.
Yes, but because the point being, he knows all of the characters, their likes, their desires, their values. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. That is a very nice compliment.
I'm going to list them in and decide later on if he complimented you.
Going off of actions alone, I think that's probably where the similarities end.
Perfect time for you to flash up on the screen a picture of Mr. Hopper.
When it's Hooper. Yeah.
Just can't get on this Mr. Hooper Bay.
Hooper. That's from Jaws too, right?
Yeah.
Hooper drives the boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
This dude's food too?
Right. Quinn.
Yeah.
So this guy name's Quinn and he has a boat?
Now, Quinn's from Jaws.
Yeah. I just took us on a very different path.
Yeah.
What from Sesame to Jaws.
However, my damn head over here. Another aspect of your life is you have children. Yes. So it's how hard always fit to, because I feel like the type of business you have, that when you leave leave your storefront, you're probably not done working.
No.
You probably go home and you're in the garage and you're doing your stuff, but then now you have 3 boys,
and a stepson.
She got all these damn boys,
or all these boys,
and
2 dogs.
They have to go places.
Yep.
So how do you navigate motherhood on top of owning a business? Because most people who work 9 to 5s, they can leave it.
Right. Right. Although I never really was good at that either, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, once technology like cell phones and laptops were introduced, it was hard to really break away. I had to really be super disciplined. And I think because I learned that, albeit the hard way, in my corporate life, I kind of took a lot of those lessons and applied them now. So I do separate. I, put barriers up. There's family time and there's work time and there's me time.
Do you time block as you write things out?
I don't. I'm not that well structured and organized. It's mentally segmented though. Like, I do actually make time in the mornings for me, for my husband, and I make time in the evenings to be with my kids and my family. We eat dinner together every night. There's no cell phones allowed at the table. We've only broken that rule a couple of times, but we're really good about really having family connection time. It may not be the most glorious and exciting thing for the kids. That's okay. That's okay.
They were together. Remember this and look back fondly on.
Yes.
Because none of us on our deathbed says, I sure wish I stayed at work a little longer.
No, true. Right? And, the thing that we're here for is connection and family and love and experiencing all that stuff. It's not to work.
And that's so rad to hear because, well, all three of us apparently have a background in IT, which all you really know until, like, you brought this up on a couple of days.
Nerds unite.
And we all...
You look like the coolest nerds ever, though. Like, shut up, guys. Yeah, I look like a nerd. Look at this bitch. Hello. She don't look like no nerd. I got one tattoo, but I'm not a nerd.
I have 0 tattoos.
I'm trying to figure out where to place my next one because I'm running out of skin.
There's a lot of canvas left over there.
Yeah, this leg has some row. This one, it's kind of.
I'm just starting because I always had this thing where I just got this tattoo last October. I always had this thing where I'm like, I'm going to get to this perfect weight and that's going to be when I'm getting a tattoo. So like this past year, I was like, fuck it. I'm never getting there at this point. I was already there when I was younger, but I didn't know I was there.
Now is always the perfect size.
This is the arm I'm probably going to have for my whole life. Hopefully.
I hope.
Right.
It's a lovely arm. Thank you. It looks like it works really well too.
This is good board, just my left. It works just as good as my right, even though it's my not my dominant.
So, little story just to get us back over. My mother, because she ran the business for, we'll say 30 years. She told me, because I had conversations with her going to college, which was shout out to Drexel University. She was very hesitant to see me continue in the creative sector. She really pushed me for IT and technology, and computers were the wave of the future. She was not wrong. But, we talked about, well, maybe I'll take over your business. Maybe I'll modernize it, yada, yada, yada. She was like, no, because you'll never get a break. I don't want this for you. But here we are. And she's right. Like, it's hard to take a break as a small business owner. It's hard to take a break as a mom, period, full stop. You've got a million things you're thinking of daily. But I think the important thing is to just segment your time as best you can. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but find you time first. Put your own oxygen mask on.
Right.
First.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And then figure everything else out. Whatever you can get done in a day is good enough.
Yeah.
But you gotta recharge. We were talking about the watches, Darren. And, I do actually pay attention to my sleep. Am I getting good quality sleep? Okay, maybe not so much this night because why? Well, you know what? I was really stressed out because I got all these seasonal orders I got to get in. And how the heck am I going to get it all done?
All yourself, right? Like, yeah, mom steps in to help occasionally.
When she's here. So she lives in upstate New York still. Yep. And she's by her lonesome.
No employees.
No employees.
Do you think that you'll eventually get there?
Oh, God, I hope so.
Yeah.
I really, really want to hire. I was hoping to hire this year. My dream was get a manager because my vision was always to start the store and be the creative mind behind it, do the consultations, do the big projects, help with ordering, inventory, branding, but have somebody to come in and run the day-to-day
operations.
And I'll just be, the CEO and the creative director behind it.
Yeah, that's a perfect role for you.
Yes.
I love when people end up in that role because that's where they belong. Because I know it myself. I'm bogged down in admin, and I've hired people. I hired a lot this year. I also put a pay freeze on myself.
Nice.
I'm hiring again in January, another full-time ops manager. Again, pay freeze for myself, but that's okay because it frees up time.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I wanted to kind of circle back, that's such corporate speak.
It's okay. We all understand it.
IT and systems and stuff. You got your shit together as far as systems are concerned, because you're very systems driven, and that works. That's what works when you're running a business. I want to get messy. I want to hear, you did mention it's not all been rainbows and butterflies. Tell us about a time where some shit got not cool this year and what you may never do again and what that did. And, from a mindset perspective, how you push through.
I think I can pick on the systems right now because there's a project in progress. So I tried to use, can I name system names here? Is
We're grown. We do what we want.
Because I GoDaddy just... And I never...
You first.
Oh my God. So I try to take the easy route because, again, it's just me.
Yeah.
I know enough to be dangerous when it comes to web development. That's where it ends. I went to school to try to be a computer programmer, and I learned very fast. I suck at it, and I hate it. It's so tedious. Networking is my jam. Product development is definitely my jam. but website development is not. So short story made very long. I built a website using GoDaddy's website builder.
Arrow crap.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. But if I invested a ton of time in it, and once you start investing that amount of time in it, you're like, oh, I'm going to make this great. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. No. So I've got Shopify as my back end. It's my inventory management. It's my order management. It's basically my everything now. I love Shopify.
I did not realize. I was looking to
A little hate there.
dig into. I've got literally articles on my website about GoDaddy, about the hatred towards it.
Yeah.
I've gone on podcasts talking about it.
It's full of it.
Yeah, I mean, I run a marketing agency. We do web development. The only thing GoDaddy's okay for is domain management. And that's it.
Yep.
Point it somewhere
Yep.
else.
So that's
Perhaps
exactly what I'm doing.
a web service which is solar powered, by the way. Anyway, I'm horny again.
Not so shameless.
Dan loves to toot his servers being somewhere in the country.
They're in New Mexico. They're solar power. Yeah, it's 100% sustainable. Anyway, Shopify effing solid for e-commerce.
It really is.
Yeah, so we literally on
It is.
WordPress, and there is e-commerce for that, but honestly, it's overkill.
Yeah.
Shopify works.
Yeah.
I know plenty of people, friends, collaborators, colleagues.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's so solid. It's so vast. You can literally find pretty much anything you're looking for. And the downside of that is there is so much. You have to know what you're looking for and like go after it and do your homework. You know, I have a very shoestring budget. So I'm like, okay, what are the free apps in the Shopify store? But, you know, I'll get there and I'll be a big girl that can graduate to some of the paid apps soon, hopefully. But I'm working on rebuilding the website now, and I recognize this is not my strength. I need help to do this.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I was fortunate enough to go through the Bucks County grant for some businesses. I got in on that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So solid. The fact that that was even available for small businesses, I was like a big heart out to Bucks County.
Hear about it?
No, that's the extent of my knowledge on it.
Oh, really? Literally, you just applied?
I applied. There was an application process. I will drop you the link when I find it. I know it's in my email, but it was like somewhere on the Kitchener government website.
Yeah.
There was a build back small businesses or something like that. I don't want to butcher what the URL and the link service was.
The butcher, but people should know about that.
Yes.
And I don't want to take the money away from you, though. Hey, do we keep it a secret?
No, it was great. You have to apply. You have to use it towards certain things. So it is, first come, first serve, I think. And there were certain stipulations. You had to be in business for a certain number of years. You were allowed to choose from like these different sectors. And web development was one. Accounting services were another one I was looking at. So I'm like, what do I need more? What do I need more? And I was like, well, I got a solid accountant now. I really need help with this. I can do it myself. And that's the other problem I have. That is always not so fun. It's like, yes, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
And I am, it's like a bag of cats in my brain sometimes, and trying to control like the anxiousness, the anxiety,
This is the type I could dig into. Yeah.
the hyperactive side of my brain. Like I need to tell myself, no, it's okay to say I need somebody else to do this for me because I can't do it. I can't manage it and give it my all.
Do you do that? Do you tell yourself that? Do you have a modality you have to go to for that?
So an awful delegator.
Yeah.
I am so I'm bad at asking for help.
Mhm.
I'm really bad at acknowledging that I'm not giving something my full attention. I'm really bad at like finishing tasks when I've got a pile of stuff that I need to do, especially if they're tedious shit I don't want to do.
There's all the stuff you delegate. That's just answered it for me.
But you said that you specifically make time for yourself in the morning. Yeah, and your husband. So what are you guys doing in the morning?
It's been over 40 years of trying to figure that shit out. But yes, I have figured it out.
Get up and
I make a pot of coffee. My time is not glamorous, but
you just sit.
I will sit and drink my coffee. This morning, I went down and I had my coffee and I was like, I'm going to go sit in my hot tub for a minute. So I sat in my hot tub and then I went and lifted. So I did that too. And I like got a little weightlifting in. I got a little exercise in. But lately, because the boys are all on a earlier schedule, we've been doing a thing where we go out for a walk together, my husband and I, every morning. So we're getting like almost a 2-mile walk in. The boys get on the bus.
Time to even just like catch up
It's amazing.
and like talk without being like interrupted.
Yes. And we might be bad dog owners for not taking our dogs every time we go on these walks, but it's time for us. It's not time for the dogs. We give the dogs all the snuggles
Yeah.
other ways and
I was
the
a dog.
walks
I
and the
got
exercise.
never walk
For sure.
every day.
For sure. So I do. It's a lot to like learn it and apply it and repeat. It's building those habits gradually over time to like say, okay, I'm going to take time for me. I'm going to take time for my husband. I'm going to make sure I'm getting good sleep. I'm going to make sure I'm delegating where I can delegate.
Mhm.
It's not easy.
It's not easy to delegate. And then I cause myself ungodly amount of stress and overwhelm because I am like, if I delegate it, I'm like, is the person going to do it?
Are they going to do it the same way I want it done? Uh-huh. That's the other part of like
sometimes they don't. And I've gone through a lot of that, and I'm better at identifying early stages of who is going to be in the right chair. And sometimes I've put the right person in the wrong chair.
Yeah.
They're still in my organization and thriving, but we're in the wrong chair about it.
Yep. We used a similar analogy. It wasn't the flower's fault that it didn't grow in the garden you planted it in. You planted it in the wrong garden, put it in another garden.
Damn straight.
I got to bring it back to flower.
Yeah, that's perfect. You're awesome at this.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I should make a little tote bag with that on there.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
That might be the tagline for the shop.
I like it.
Did we just create a tagline? I think we did.
I think we're like one
I think you're going to get us a lot of sec discount on that since, co-founders. So yes.
I want that principle. I pay full price. Your friends should always pay full price for your products.
Please pay full price.
Yeah.
You hear that, besties? You hear
I believe that as well. If you're supporting your friends, like the easiest thing you can do besides share their stuff is to go into their store and I don't want a discount.
Right.
I want you to succeed.
And I know Jess loves me so much that I'm not going to charge her double. So, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Dan's charging me double right now.
Right.
Oh, man.
It's mutual respect. And that's how I show it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll know waiving commissions on future purchases of real estate.
Guys, I'm actually the fucking worst. Like I just had a transaction and it was like a divorce type thing.
Ouch.
And the seller, the husband was on the house and like she was getting a lot of money and he was gonna owe $5,000 at closing. And I was like, nope. I'm like, I'm cutting my commission. I'm not having someone bring $5,000 to sell their house. He ended up needing to bring like under 1,000, but that's better than 5.
Yeah.
I feel like this industry, we make good money, and I represented both sides. Like it was already going to be, but
Real estate with heart.
some people will not give anything up. Like I am the deal fall apart over $200, over $1,000 or $50. I'm not letting it fall apart. Like we're going to get there.
Nice.
So there's my,
Only more of that was in the world. Keep sharing like you're doing more.
I do feel like when I talk to people like one-on-one, I think there are more of us
Oh yeah.
than we think. It's just the people that are very extreme and negative are the loudest on like social media.
Well, because part of it's not theory, it's true, is when you're the loudest or spending the most money on advertising, you can be mediocre. And like I'm usually somebody's third or fourth agency by the time they come to me, and they're usually frustrated, and it's usually the same pain points. And I go, no offense, that's why you landed here.
Yeah.
Because I fund this show. There's my advertising.
Nice.
I barely run ads for myself. All right. That's the nature of it. You get a pipeline of referrals and you're on your way to that too. When you establish now 3 deep, 4 deep connections of families buying stuff for families,
Right.
just based on the experience and being 10% different or better, usually better in this case.
Yeah. Better quality, comparable, competitive prices, and the personality too to go along with it. Like
The experience.
I imagine you're talking to people saying like, well, what's your story? What have you been through? You're listening to them with both ears open, your heart open. That makes a difference. Being heard makes a big difference to people coming to you for your expertise. I found the same thing here. I don't need to be the hippo, or the highest paid, most loudest person in the room. I just need to be open and listening and providing really great service for, what I try.
That easy. It's that easy. I mean, it's not easy, but the concept is a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. Simplicity wins and authenticity wins. All this other stuff, whatever. You could go to Michael's and get cheaper shit that you'll find in my shop.
Because remember when I went down my like negativity path of like good people don't win?
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago.
It's just like, if you really think about it, the people that win are like shit. Like, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're a nice person, you just have to, like, say you have faith. I just have to, like, hope that my beautiful generosity and, like, whatever is, when I'm dead, it's gonna bring me something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You guys are cool. I guess I'm getting a little...
I think nice people attract other nice people. I think all of my customers are nice people, and they found me, I found them, whatever. But like, I didn't get success in my career beforehand by being nice. I didn't get success now by being nice. I got success by being a hard worker and being authentic. And if people don't like my behavior, my attitude, the foul language I use sometimes, okay,
Then they're not your client, and that's okay.
Exactly.
That's okay, and that's okay.
That's
Yeah.
really embarrassing for them.
I tried once to change for people and it didn't go so well for me. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to change. I can't change. But I do what I do.
I
Work hard.
feel this so hard because, listen, I am who I am. I will never stop being this personality, just being authentic. Like, I like to joke around. I like to be goofy. But I'm actually really smart too. So I'm not changing that. And in this industry, I felt like, especially when I was when I was like growing, it's like if you're doing well and you're professional, you have to have this kind of way or dress this kind of way. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I recently told him, like, I'm Adam Sandler at this point. Like, I'm just gonna go to showings like this. Adam Sandler, like, we're thriving.
Wearing your flannel plaid shirt. Yeah.
What's different? It's like, is the house gonna look different if I'm wearing heels?
No.
Probably not.
Is it going to sell faster because you're dressed in a way to accentuate what needs to be accentuated?
But
No.
I'm going to put in a bid 30% over because she's wearing high heels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, there's the Chewbacca again.
I also work a lot with my sphere and like referrals, so it's easier that way just to like be authentic. I'm not gonna go to someone's house the first time and meet them and wear
I
this.
thought you said you work with your spear. Like,
Those two.
I do actually stab people's ears too.
well, I've got it.
Is there some like Wonder Woman, like Amazonian thing going on? I don't know about.
Plays with sticks, like ninja sticks.
Oh, yeah. I do Filipino martial arts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Filipino stick fighting meant to represent like jungle machetes and stuff.
I do not do the sticking.
No, I don't do sticking, but there's lots of sticks in my house. Because boys, and they do karate, and there's bow staff and kamas and nunchucks and.
Yo, I have this.
Wait,
You don't do sticking, but I have lots of sticks.
Lots. And then there's the sticks.
Put that on a back too.
We bought our house because when we were looking at it, my son ran out in the backyard and he was playing around and we saw him just running across the backyard with a stick in his hand, like fighting zombies or something. We're like, this is it. This is a house for us because it's got a yard that he can do that in. So, yeah.
Well,
You can stick with it.
I think the perfect way to end the episode is stick with it.
Stick with it.
Stick with it.
Stick with this podcast.
Stick with it. And we end the podcast a very particular way.
Oh.
It's like this. With our
Tangled in cords. Holy shit. Break my shoe.
action.